Ladies and gentlemen, the NMPC has since realized the huge potential of this amazing natural resource, backed by the commitment of the government and to us to migrate to a gas-based industry perspective, and also to make gas the energy of future, and also to the fact that this is the year of gas that our government has declared. That is why, since assumption of office, we have identified 5 key priorities for the gas sector. These are the deliver gas infrastructure blueprint, that is the ELFS2, OB3, KKS, and CPS, and also grow domestic gas utilization to 5 billion scope by 2022, develop 5 gigawatts of power generation by 2022, explore transmission, partnership, and investment to unlock evacuation of power and improvement, and finally deliver the energy trend 7 by 2024. These are very critical, and their imprints and footprints will be very obvious at the end of the day. The key focus area will not only expand the corporation's domestic gas footprint, but will also support the development of petrochemicals, fertilizer, methanol, and other gas-based industries that will generate employment and facilitate balanced economic growth. To drive and stimulate investment and growth of the natural gas sector, the NMPC is focusing on the implementation of Nigerian Gas Master Plan, which covers infrastructure, sectoral development, and price framework. In essence, the NGMP stipulates the development of 3 major domestic gas transmission systems in Nigeria. This includes the Western system, that is the existing 13-inch excavos to Lagos pipeline system, what we call the ELFS1 and ELFS2, with capacity of 2.2 billion scope. And then the ongoing east-west connection via the OB3 line, which has a capacity of 2.4 billion scope at full capacity. We also have the Trans-Nigeria gas pipeline. The Ajaokuta, Abuja, Kaduna, Kano gas pipeline is a segment of that framework, and related to this development is the power plants such as the 3 gas power plants along the AKK corridor. At the NMPC, we are aggressively pursuing other gas development initiatives with the aim of improving Nigeria's economy using the appropriate fuels. In terms of gas and power, we are developing and integrating gas and power infrastructure networks. That means increase in the connectivity, as well as stimulating gas demand and power generation piece and all other related issues. This connects completely to the ongoing efforts of the Honorable Minister of State to deepen gas utilization under the platform of the Nigerian Gas Expansion Program. The NNPC is also making efforts to expand natural gas resource exploitation. In this regard, we are capitalizing on the experience of key players in this industry to grow production efficiently, leveraging on technology acquisition and project financing across the value chain. We have also made remarkable inroads into exploratory activities in some frontier bases with significant gas shows. Ladies and gentlemen, in all these efforts, collaboration is key. Let me state here that we have a sufficient plan in place to provide adequate energy infrastructure in tandem with the expanding population growth and economic activities, and of course in alignment with the objectives of government to create further development in our country. We are equally collaborating among key industry players and government agencies on key sectors, even as we are developing energy-related policies and investment to attract foreign direct investment with the help and support of the federal government. At this juncture, let me acknowledge the significance of policy and regulation in this regard. The support of Mr. President and the effort of the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief TV Priest Silva, who declared 2020 as the year of gas in driving initiatives and are positioning natural gas along society allowable, and of course this gives us all the steer that we require. It is equally heartwarming to know that several of these gas initiatives, such as the 7 big twins, the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan ERGP 2017-2020, the Natural Gas Policy of 2007, portends a great deal of prosperity for the natural gas sector in Nigeria. The Natural Gas Playout Regulation 2018 will definitely reduce environmental and social impact due to gas flaring, protect the environment, prevent waste of natural resources, and create social and economic benefits from gas flare capture. I will not end this discussion without emphasizing the need for proper legislation. The passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill or petroleum legislation, in whatever name it comes, is long overdue. And we're happy that just yesterday, the Honorable Minister of State presented the initial draft of the bill for declaration by the National Assembly. I believe that today the National Assembly will take that on, and then the next process of legislation will continue, and ultimately to lead to having the legislation in place. And I know that this one piece of legislation that will expand economic growth via improved revenue flows from the oil and gas sector and make the industry efficient and competitive. NMPC is committed to supporting a sustainable legislation that will bring a transformation to the industry, promote transparency and accountability across the value chain. Before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, let me restate NNPC's commitment to going forward, pushing the following efforts towards driving Nigeria's gas sector development. Number one, we will embrace technological development to make such fuels more affordable and with less carbon footprints. We will develop initiatives, project financing mechanism for gas exploration and infrastructure along the value chain so that there will be wider stakeholder involvement and engagement. We will leverage on natural gas' active role in the energy arena and its credentials and develop cooperation and collaboration with strong partners to chart pathways to sustainable future energy. Gas advocacy and effective communication on the emerging challenges and opportunities of the energy sector to policy and decision makers. In conclusion, the NNPC will continue to develop export gas potentials. And of course, at the back of this is to build on the 7 critical gas projects, which we know that some of the components will deliver those objectives. The AKK, the OB3, the Nigerian Morocco gas pipeline, the LNG Train 7, and many other projects that are in the pipeline. The NNPC, as we may be aware, is perfectly positioned to support all efforts aimed at value adding balance to Nigeria's natural gas space. Above all, let me state that we shall execute all that is in line with our guiding principle of transparency, accountability, and performance excellence, which is the only part that will drive us towards global excellence. And it's really a big privilege talking to this very distinguished and informed forum. And thank you very much for listening, and I wish you fruitful deliberations. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, GMD. We had you very clearly, even if we did not see your face at all. I'm not sure that was deliberate. I think the technology may have inspired at some point in the course of the presentation. But we appreciate your message. You stress the critical role of this, of policy, as a driver of the development of the sector, and we can truly see that in a number of ways. We congratulate you for the work that you and your team are doing at NNPC, and we wish you the very best. Once again, thank you so much. We are making good time. It will now be